Hello everyone, this is Vidyashri, Maths faculty in Tala Padmavati International School. Today let us see Chapter 5 Lines and Angles of Class 7. Now let's see some of the geometrical terms. So point, an exact location on a plane is called as point. A point is denoted with a capital letter. Next, line. A straight path on a plane extending in both directions with no endpoints is called a line. Line segment. A part of line that has two endpoints and it has definite length. So, such that it's called as line segment. Next is ray. A line segment extending indefinitely in one direction is called as a ray. So, a ray has one endpoint. Intersecting lines. If two lines meet at a point, then they are called as intersecting lines. Next is the parallel lines. The lines which does not meet at all. That means the lines that never cross, and always the distance between the lines will be same. Constant distance will be maintained between the two lines. So such lines are called as parallel lines. Now let us see what is an angle. When two non-collinear rays join with a common endpoint, there an angle is formed. So here there is a ray AB and ray BC. So here the common end point will be B. So when you join BA and BC, there an angle is formed. So here B is called as the vertex and BA ray and BC ray are called as the arms of angle ABC. Naming an angle. How to name an angle? To name an angle, we name any point on ray, then the vertex and then any point on the other ray. So if you see the point on one ray is A, then the vertex that is B and then the other point on the other ray, that means C. So here we can call this angle as angle ABC, or you can reverse also that. You can call it as angle CBA, or just you can call it as by a single letter, that is angle B. Interior and exterior of an angle. An angle divides the points on the plane into three regions, that is the points lying on the angle and the points within the angle, that is nothing but the interior points, and the points outside the angle, that is called as the exterior points. So let us see the points on the angle. They are A, point B and point C are on the angle, and point F and point R are the interior points which lies in the angle, and the exterior points of the angle are point P, X and T. Next, now let us see about the types of angles. So children, see here, the first one is right angle. An angle that forms a square corner is called as right angle, or the other one you can call it as, if the measure of an angle is exactly 90 degrees, then we can call it as right angle. And children, an angle less than right angle will be acute angle. An angle greater than right angle will be obtuse angle. In the other ways, if the measure of an angle is greater than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees, then such angles are called as acute angles. And obtuse angle means if the measure of an angle is greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees is called as obtuse angle. Next, congruent angles. Two angles that have same measure are called as congruent angles. Same measure is nothing but same angle. If you see angle ABC, there the measure of the angle is 30 degrees. And we can see the other one, that is angle DEF, that is also 30 degrees. So congruent angles have the same shape and same size. So here these two angles are said to be congruent angles. Next is pairs of angles and its types. So see here children, there are adjacent angles, vertically opposite angles, complementary angles, supplementary angles and linear pair of angles. So let us know about them. Adjacent angles. Two angles that have a common vertex and a common ray are called as adjacent angles. So here we have the figure, that is here B is the common vertex and BD is the common ray. Here we can observe angle ABD and angle DBC are adjacent angles. So adjacent angles do not overlap each other. Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are pairs of angles formed by two lines intersecting at a point. So when two lines intersect at a point, there we find the vertically opposite angles. So the vertically opposite angles are equal. So if you see here the orange color angles, that is APB and CPD, these two are vertically opposite angles and they are equal. And if you see angle APC and angle BPD, that is in the green color, they are also equal. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. So here the point of intersection when AD and BC intersect, the point P is the point of intersection, and that is the common vertex of four angles. Complementary angles. If the sum of two angles is 90 degrees, then they are called as complementary angles. So if you see in the angle ABC and angle DEF, one of the angle is 60 and the other angle is 30. So the sum of them is 60 plus 30, that is 90 degrees. So here we can say that angle ABC and angle DEF are complementary angles. Supplementary angles. So if the sum of two angles is 180 degrees, then they are called as supplementary angles. The same here also children, we have angle PQR and angle ABC. Angle PQR is 100 and angle ABC is equals to 80. So if you do sum of them, that is 100 plus 80, you are going to get 180. So children, here you can say that they are supplementary angles. Angle PQR and angle ABC are supplementary angles. Linear pair of angles. Two adjacent supplementary angles are called as linear pair of angles. Children, if the adjacent angles are supplementary angles, then we can call them as linear pair of angles. So here if you see here, angle APC and angle APD are adjacent and they are linear pair. They are supplementary angles. Why? Because 60 degrees plus 120 is 180. So then we can call them as linear pair of angles. So you can say that all linear pair of angles are adjacent angles, but all adjacent angles may be linear pair or may not be linear pair. Pair of angles formed by a transversal. First of all children, what is a transversal? A line that intersects two or more lines at different points is called as a transversal. Children, if you see in the figure here, line M and line N are there. And line L is cutting, that is intersecting the two lines, that is M and N. Okay, then we can call line L as transversal. And here the 8 angles are formed in all by the transversal L. Line L intersects the line M and N at point P and Q. So at point Q there are 4 angles formed, and at point Q there are 4 angles formed. So here completely 8 angles are formed. of angles formed by a transversal. So there are pair of corresponding angles, pairs of alternate angles, and pairs of interior angles. Now let us see about them. Corresponding angles. When two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, pair of corresponding angles are formed. Children, if you observe here, there are corresponding angles formed. If you observe green and green color angles, those two are corresponding. Blue color here, the mentioned angles with the same color are corresponding angles. Like angle GPB is equals to angle PQE. They are corresponding angles. They are equal. Next, angle GPA and angle PQD. They are in green color as they are also equal. The corresponding angles are equal. So like that, two more pairs are there. So completely 4 pairs of corresponding angles are formed. Corresponding pairs of angles are congruent. Alternate angles. Alternate angles are formed on opposite sides of the transversal and at different intersecting points. So children, here you can see blue color angles and pink color angles. So the two blue color angles are a pair of alternate angles and they are equal. So let us see them now. That is angle BPQ is equals to angle DQP and angle APQ is equals to angle EQP. So these are the two pairs of alternate angles formed. Interior angles. The angles that lie in the area between the two parallel lines that are cut by the transversal are called as interior angles. So children, if you observe here, 120 degrees and 60 degrees, that is angle BPQ plus angle EQP is equals to 180 and angle APQ plus angle DQP is equals to 180 degrees. So children, here the pair of green color and pink color angles are supplementary. So the measures of interior angles in each pair add up to 180. So you can say that easily, a pair of interior angles which lie on the same side of the transversal are interior angles, and these also can be called as co-interior angles. By this we have completed our chapter Lines and Angles. Thank you. Tala Padmavati International School.